What up, what up, what up, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red, and we back for another one. Alright, y'all, so today's topic's gonna be Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr. Will the 2 year layoff hurt or help Manny Pacquiao? And you can have that either way you want, help or hurt or help. But basically, I was reading some articles and they were talking about they how they feel like the 2 year layoff has actually rejuvenated Manny Pacquiao. It's made him has given his body a chance to recover and heal from the few injuries that he had. The wars that he's been through. Just taking 2 years off from the sport has actually been a blessing in disguise with everything that's going on with the uh, C-19 pandemic, whatever you want to call it. But basically, I just wanted to talk about that for a second. I actually have to agree with that. I didn't even think about it from that standpoint. I'm like, well, I always felt like he would be in shape, put it that way. But I felt a little bit like, okay, 2 years out of the ring, he might be a little ring rusty. He might need this, he might need that. Not remembering or not acknowledging the fact Pacquiao has fighters in the Philippines. Forgetting about the fact that he actually has a stable of fighters in the Philippines. So I just don't feel like he's just been sitting around doing nothing for 2 years. He's definitely been doing something with those fighters. As far as maybe just showing them technique. He might be sparring a few of these guys. I'm pretty sure he's running with these people. He's constantly training. So I don't feel like he's actually taken 2 years off. Let's just say he hasn't fought a professional fight in 2 years. I don't know. I don't think anybody knows outside his camp who he's actually been sparring with over there. Because he was training before he actually got to the U.S. So he's definitely had other sparring matches other than the guys he's been sparring with her. And as far as his body rejuvenate, we know Pacquiao had the shoulder injury after the Mayweather fight, which seems like decades ago at this point. But he only took off about a year. I think it was a year. So he fought Mayweather. He came back. He fought. Who did he fight after Mayweather? Was it Rios? It was either Rios or it was Algieri that he fought after Mayweather. It might have been. I can't remember exactly. It was one of those fights. But he looked spectacular when he came back. He didn't look like uh, his shoulder was bothering him. He was throwing punches at rapid rates. His defense looked good. Offense is always good. He looked like the normal Pacquiao. But there's still wear and tear on. Whenever you open flesh, and have a surgery, whenever you have a surgery, there's side effects to any surgery. No matter how uninvasive they try to call it, also uninvasive surgery. But if they go on inside of you, they've caused some damage. And a lot of times the damage is irreversible, it's unrepairable. And it ends a lot of people's careers. Fortunately for Pacquiao, he's just a special person, man, a special fighter. It might not even be that he's special. He's just more driven than the normal person. Like the normal people would have given up at this point. The normal people would have stopped training. They would have listened to the critics. They would have listened to the detractors. They would have listened to all those people telling you to stop. You're too old. Your time is over. It's time to go. But Pacquiao just kept going. He's like, man, I feel good. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep doing this until my body tells me I can't do it anymore. And at this point, he's still able to do it. So I just feel like he's a special kind of person, and I don't feel like the surgery hurt him as bad as people might have thought it would. Even to me, when I was kind of concerned after he had the surgery, and then he was gonna fight so fast after the surgery, I was a little bit concerned. Like, hey man, maybe he's going a little too fast. But when I saw him in the ring after that, it took away all those doubts, and he hasn't put a doubt in my mind since then. Now tying all that into the 2 year layoff, anytime you give a body part a break, and like I said, I don't know if he's actually taking a break. He might have been doing whatever in the Philippines. I don't know. I don't live in the Philippines. Anybody in the Philippines who might watch my videos who's around the Pacquiao camp, maybe y'all can give a little bit more insight to this. Do you know if Pacquiao was sparring in the Philippines this whole time, or was he just training? Was it just basketball and running and light workouts with Boo Boy? Was he actually sparring some of those guys from his that he has in his camp? You can let us know that. But anytime you can take a year off, 2 years off, anytime you can put some space in between, putting severe wear and tear on your body parts is always good. And 2 years for his arm to recover is amazing. I never really heard about Pacquiao having too many other injuries except for maybe cuts from headbutts and stuff like that during fights. Maybe his eyes been cut a couple of times, but I never heard about Pacquiao having like really bad injuries. So I've never really been concerned about him not being able to come back and fight from an injury. Maybe from maybe like I said, from a surgery or something that could be career ending. But this one didn't end his career, and after 2 years, I'm only looking for Pacquiao to be better. I'm not looking for him to come back and be worse or come back. I'm looking for him to be better at this point now, because everything they said in that article was exactly true. 2 years off is a long time, but 2 years off for a fighter like Pacquiao, who has recoverability abilities. Say that 10 times fast. Who can basically, take a beating or a licking and keep on ticking. He got knocked out by Marquez, came right back. He tore his shoulder all up. Uh, Still fought Mayweather, came right back, had an excellent fight right after that. And it might have been Jesse Vargas, now that I think about it, who was after Pacquiao. I mean, after Mayweather. I can't exactly remember. And then this guy's music over here is distracting me. but but anyway, man. So I'm hoping when we do see Pacquiao, we do see the best version of Pacquiao. And it's hard to say, like, hey, this new version, this 2021 version of Pacquiao, might actually be better than the old version of Pacquiao. He might have had so much time off, his body might have recovered so much, we might get to see a younger version of Pacquiao where he was throwing a lot of punches per round. Now, what I don't want to see him do is go in there and be the old version of himself and put himself in a bad situation, like the Marquez fight, or like the Jeff Horn fight, or like the Timothy Bradley. Even though he was beating the ish out of it, shouts out to Kenny Lopez, man. Kenny Lopez sent me a comment the other day, and he was talking about don't forget about Bradley, and the Bradley fight was a great fight, man. The only problem I have with the Bradley fight is that they didn't give it to the right guy, man. I don't understand why they gave Bradley the nod in that fight, where everybody can see in the world that Pacquiao won. Everybody in the world can see he won. So, but it was a great fight, and Pacquiao did beat the ish out of him a couple times. I like Bradley, man. Bradley's a cool dude. He's a good fighter. That fight he had with this guy just hopped out of a Cadillac. This old excuse my French. This old dude just hopped out of a Cadillac, got on a scooter, and rolled off like he was 12 years old. Oh my God, he's killing me. I mean, I got a go kart, but that's different than hopping on a scooter. He was like a lame. What was I saying? Anyway. What was I saying? So, I can't even remember that. But to wrap it up, man, I do feel like Pacquiao will come back stronger, looking a lot better, and just more rejuvenated. Like I said, we might. Oh yeah, Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley is a cool guy, man. I like him. The fight he had with Ruslan is one of my favorite fights. Definitely go check out Bradley versus Provodnikov. If you're a boxing fan, you need to see that fight. But I don't think he ever competed with Pacquiao. Pacquiao and Ruslan are two totally different fighters. Ruslan gave him a heck of a fight. You can go either way with Ruslan versus Bradley, but Ruslan ain't no Pacquiao. Pacquiao would have killed Ruslan in the ring. But definitely, I think we should get a better version of Pacquiao, being that he's had these 2 years off. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. That like button for me. Please subscribe, tell a friend, anybody you can, about Ollie Land Boxing Talk, Red Room Sports, Cardinal Red, the whole Pacquiao, Team Pacquiao, Pactard community, man. We all for one and one for all over here, man. Uh, and I guess that's it for now, man. Just let me know what y'all think, man. I'm definitely gonna be dropping a lot more content, so be on the lookout. Where we at, man? Y'all know I stay chilled out, man. Relaxed vibes, man. Good vibes, man. Good vibes. We out of here, bro.